gentlemen, welcome to Abi Show, Abi Podcast. Very welcome. If you don't mind, introduce yourself.
Thanks for having us. My name is Tolu. Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Model. All that.
My name is Denzel. Denzelnwa on Instagram. Just FYI. 26, model from Dublin, Ireland.
I am Y-Axis, also known as Sean Ryan, model, musician. Do all that.
Nice to meet you all. Welcome again. And then let's start with you. Tell us about your story. How did you get into this model industry?
Wow. How did I get into it? I had, had friends that were kind of like just like saying, "Oh, you should get into this. You should get into this." And then one day I just went to a casting. I went to a casting day, just thinking. I went into it really not knowing what I was getting into it. I just went into it thinking like, people keep saying I'll be good at this. Let me just try it out and see what it's actually like. And then I tried it out, and then I actually really enjoyed it. So went to a casting day, did a job. The job went really well, and then it just started picking up from there. Really, that's how I got into it.
Is that because of your look, your
I don't know. I guess it's because of
your body, your fitness. What was it like? Your friends telling you like, "Hey, you should become a model."
6'3", 6'4", and I was really skinny as well at the time. So, and I don't know. I guess I'm not going to say the looks doesn't have to do with it. But it definitely has something to do with it. But like, I was just like, people just kept saying it to me. I was like, if they're saying something, there must be something there. So I just went, and when I went to go to the casting day, it was positive vibes I got, and I was like, let me just try this out. And I've always been pretty confident as well, and I guess that's one of it. You have to be kind of confident to do it. So. Yeah, that's me really.
Okay.
I guess it's probably the same for some of the lads here.
We'll come back for more questions. You're gonna pass Denzel.
Well, I actually started off as an extra. That's how it started. So when I was shooting for a show called Into the Badlands, one of the older guys just said, "Well, have you ever considered like going into modeling?" And I was like, "No, I never thought about it." Then at that point, they this person actually tagged me in a casting for. I won't say which agency, but like they tagged me in a casting for that. And from there, they took me on. And I think I waited, a year and a half before I actually did a good like shoot for an event card. But since then, I went on to actually change agencies. I went to different agencies. And since then, they've been getting me like work for consistently since like, how many years has it been? I think 4 years now.
4 years.
Yeah. So like
4 years.
Yeah, that's how I started. Just basically, I was an extra, and someone recommended me to like go into modeling, and that's how I got into it.
Is that all about because your height is well and your look? You have that talent, you have that physique, and your body.
No,
you have that personality.
So even for the first casting I ever went, no, not the first. It was, I think this was like the 10th. This was the 10th one. Like, and the thing is, there's a lot of rejection as well in the industry. And I went to this casting just like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be here. Like, I don't care. I didn't think I was going to get it, basically. And they picked me because of my hair for this big ad. Yeah, they picked me just because of my hair. Because the whole description was, and they need like a footballer, 5-star skills, all that stuff. And at the time I was playing ball, so I was like, yeah, why not? But at the same time, I was like demotivated because like all the rejection from the last castings. But they just asked me to header a ball. No 5 stars, nothing like that. And they liked the way my hair moved on camera, so that they were like, okay, we can use that for slow-mo. And from there, that's how.
And is that how you become so famous in social media?
No, I won't say it. I won't say that. No, it's just like the hair did help, I'd say. If I had normal hair, I don't think I would have got casted for that ad,
Are you saying it because I don't have a hair? I'm not trying to fucking. Is that what I'm saying?
Nah, I'm not saying that.
There's definitely a market for you somewhere, bro. There's definitely a market for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, he just said it because I'm bald, I have no hair. Okay, we pass that question.
But no, I'd say the hair does help, though. Sorry.
Yeah, so I guess I got started years ago. Like I kind of didn't really want to do it most of my life. Like my mom used to always tell me to go try and model when I was younger.
Is that your mom pushing you?
My mom did. Like when I was when I was a kid and stuff, she used to be like, "Oh, you should do modeling." But I just like, no, never. Like I didn't want to get any pictures taken on me. And then when I got a little bit older, I think when I hit like 16, 17, about 17, I was like, actually, you know what? Why not like just get cool pictures and stuff like that? You know, like look back and I'm like, oh, at least I have cool pictures when I was.
Do you have any siblings?
Yeah. Yeah, I have a little brother, Ryan. We look a bit different because we have different dads. But yeah, I have little brother Ryan and I have older.
Oh, you're the mummy boy. Like that's the reason she's pushing you. Hey, you said that's my son. We can't model.
He could model too. Trust me, he could model too. But
runs in the family then.
Yeah.
But like as I said, I didn't want to do it, and then like eventually I was like, fuck it, I kind of want to do it. So like, just start trying to take cool pictures with my friends and stuff, posting on Instagram, and like this vintage company called Cliche Vintage reached out to me and were like, oh yeah, we'd love to shoot with you. And I was like, oh whoa, this is cool. Like this is the first time I've done anything. And like they really set me up. I was going like every week to them, and the guy Samson is his name, he was showing me how to model, how to pose. Like literally learned so much from him just going every week. That was my first experience ever. And like every week he's like, oh, do this pose, do that pose. And we're just doing like 100 to 200 outfits a day, like shooting them for e-commerce, and it was a great experience. And then like that kind of just led I just started posting more of that stuff. The name got out a bit more, and then I eventually signed to an agency and then got more work and stuff. But, yeah.
What you really enjoy about your modeling, male modeling?
Well, compared to like any other jobs that I work, it's definitely better. It's like, you know, I'm not like, yeah. Is
that the pay wise better? Or you have more freedom?
Pay wise / freedom / like the actual stuff you're doing. Like, you know, I've worked a lot of jobs, you know, like I still do work different. I'm not just like living off the modeling right now, like, but it's the pay is great. Like, you know, most of the time it's pretty good. It's better.
It doesn't feel like work.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like work. It's just fun,
but
right?
yeah, when you're enjoying yourself, it doesn't feel like work. You know, that's when you compare it to another job. When you're working, you're like
9 to 5.
You're counting down. You're counting down the minutes.
Yeah.
But when you're doing a shoot, sometimes when you do like 10-hour shoots, you do count down the minutes. Yeah,
if it's a long day.
If it's a long day, yeah. But like initially, it doesn't feel like you're having fun on set.
You're on set, and usually sometimes if you're shooting outdoors somewhere, like the concept behind the shoot could be really creative and it could be really like interesting, and then you're on, and when you're seeing the shots taken and then someone just shows you like you're just standing in front of the lens and they just look at this, and you look at like how creative the shot looks, that can be really exciting as well to see the finished product of the shoot. I find that really exciting. Yeah.
Something different every time, like that's it.
Every time with different agency or different company, like a close company, like offer you
different
like,
directors and
different
stuff.
director, and you gotta learn something new in your life. Like, and how do you define like your personal life from your modeling?
How do
you separate them?
Yeah.
Just want to go. You go.
Separate my personal life from. I won't say there's like
his life isn't separate. He's on these streets, you know. So.
He brings the whole fam to the shoot. Like, he's like, come on, we're going to shoot.
Yeah, man, but boys gotta eat, you know.
Man, you bring the whole family here. Look, the whole family's in the house. Like
Kevin Knight, shout out Renzel. Like yeah, but I wouldn't say to differentiate like personal life and model life. I wouldn't say there's crazy difference really. It's just like I said, it doesn't feel like when I go there, it's just like, okay, good vibes. I want to get this done. No like setbacks, because sometimes shoots would be delayed because of like some clothes didn't arrive or wrinkle or something happens on set and you just have to stay back like an extra few hours. But other than that, just I wouldn't say it's any like it won't be like a crazy difference between that and my personal life, you know.
Yeah, I think like the way I'm looking, I think you can use modeling to your advantage in your personal life if you want to. If you want to,
would you do that?
Would I do that?
Like in which way? In which way?
In lots of different ways.
Right. Give us an example.
You know, some people You guys know exactly what I mean.
No, go on. If it's about the woman, go on, say we all interesting.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Sometimes you get a lot of like all attention and all that, but you know, some of us are humble and in relationships and keep our head nice, calm and down.
Composed. We're
Composed, yeah.
that's the word.
Oh,
But
especially Denzelnwa.
but this guy over here, this guy over here,
especially Denzelnwa. Okay, Denzelnwa, we got you.
I can't say that for me, anyways. I'm not using the modeling. I'm just like chilling. Really, I'm just modeling is fun. I love it. But my personal life and females and all that. My girlfriend, I say separate.
Like, is that you have one girlfriend? Or you have
One girlfriend. One girlfriend.
Because
That's all I have.
say, and then as a modeling, there should be a lot of girls attracting you. They're coming like after you.
I'm sure there is, but I have my eyes closed. You know, just go on set, go home, and that's it.
Is that possible for a model? Like, there's a lot of girls following you on your Instagram.
Yeah,
I check you out, mate. I did my homework before I come in.
It's possible, but like you don't even look, man. Because if you look at everything, you're not gonna stop looking. So you just keep the head down.
What else are you doing part of your modeling?
What else?
Yeah.
So at the moment, I'm doing a few things. I still have a corporate job that I'm doing. So I don't even know if I can say the company I work for, but I work for a company. I work in aviation as well.
Very nice.
So data analytics, I do that. I'm also part of a group called Slight Motif. It's like a media company where we have like a magazine, YouTube series. We have podcasts. We have a few different things that we do. We do ciphers. We do ciphers for rappers and stuff. So there's a few different series that we post on our platform. So I'm part of that company as well. So
you're doing a musician as well.
no, not a musician. It's kind of like it's creative. It's like a media creative company. Okay. So I'm part of that as well. So
you're a busy man, like.
I'm doing a few things. Yeah, I'm doing a few things.
Very nice.
And Axis there. He's the busiest of us as well.
Axis, go on. What are you doing?
At the moment, I'm doing like photography. Actually, I do modeling. I do music. Like music's probably the biggest part of my life. But I do photography. I just love kind of creative stuff. So like that's the field I'm working in at the moment. Do freelance, and then I work part time with another company, do e-commerce shoots, and yeah, that's kind of that.
Tell us about your musician stuff, the music.
The music. So the music is like, I've done that since like, I don't know, very young. Since I started off when I was like 14 doing music.
Is that your passion?
Yeah, I'd consider it's definitely a passion of mine. Like, I just like, pandemic kind of took a big hit on me and I stopped actually doing music completely, like for like 2-3 years almost, because of the pandemic. And in the last since the start of this year, I've been trying to build myself back up to kind of do it and getting everything ready. And now we're like full blast with the music, just getting shows. We played Longitude and some other festivals over the summer. And now we're doing our own headline show at the end of the year. We're just like music videos, everything. We're pushing it all at the moment. But yeah, that's it kind of works hand in hand with modeling as well, the music. So it's good to do it all. But yeah.
If you have one choice, music or modeling?
Music is definitely more creative, I think. So I love modeling and stuff. But I feel like with music I could sit there for hours, on my own time. I can't just sit in my room looking in the mirror going, doing this or something.
Every time you move,
with music I can I don't know, do it all the time, I can sit in my room, whatever, make music, record. I can play it live. It brings me to lots of different places. I've done a lot of stuff because of music. So same as modeling, but I don't know.
Yeah, you can do music forever, for as long as you want. But modeling is just you have your peak. Then
I only got a certain amount of time.
Branch out into different areas because you can't model forever. Well, you can, but
you can.
You have to be
maybe if you count this as a producer or a director and modeling
like that.
That would be fun. That would be pretty cool to be the creative director for different kind of shoots and stuff.
You can design some clothes for a different company.
So the industry has different paths that you can end up taking as well. So but it's all about finding what you like and what you're passionate about. I know some people they do modeling and then they end up going into scouting because they like picking out people, giving people opportunities to do what they did. So I've thought about like doing like some like scouting stuff as well. Like, but I think creative directing would be like pretty cool to get into as well from modeling.
Are you working on it to get
into that?
Yeah.
The first thing I'm working on is I'm actually like, if I see someone like if I've seen like someone younger than me and I think that they could be a model, I would actually say to them, I think you should try and get into this industry, because sometimes you just need someone to plant the seed for you, and when someone plants that seed, so
why not gonna bring the same person, like bring it under your own wing?
And have my own agency.
Yeah, no, not as agency. Like say, look, I'm going to push you. I'm going to help you because you've been that road.
Yeah.
You have that experience. You've been. It's not going to be easy. You walk in, hey, I'm a model. I'm good looking lads. I have a like great physique. Like,
yeah, well,
maybe this is how you're going to start it.
That's a good shout as well, actually, because like I spoke. There was a couple of days. It was like a couple of months ago. There was it was actually in my church. I saw these triplets, three boys, and they were like, I was thinking, these guys look like models to me.
Jones Brothers.
I was just, so what came to me in my head was like, I went over to them, I was like, yo, I think you guys could do this industry, and based off what you said, I could probably just like take them under my own wings and just like show them all, go to this place and go to that place. So I probably will end up doing something like that, to be honest.
If you three so close to each other, you can open a fucking agency, you know? Like with a different name, like no one knows like who's you.
We'll have to get that guy over there hiding. We have to get him
there.
We'll have to get him to be.
You wanna come on in, no?
No, they're good. They're good looking. Jeez.
Yeah, but definitely, I don't know if I've never thought about opening my own agency or anything like that, but I've definitely thought about like helping people. Like if they want to get into the industry, I could be like, oh, this is what you need to do, kind of thing.
What do you really enjoy about your modeling, your career right now?
I'll let you.
What I'm enjoying about my career in modeling right now, I'm guessing like the freedom of it as well. It's like you don't have to do a certain shoot if you don't want to as well. It's just like, if you get asked, oh, do you want to do this or go to this casting or this casting, you can say yes or no. It's just like compared to, I don't know if other places do it or whatever, but like some people might just like do it because like they're just trying to get their name out there, their foot in the door, and they might not enjoy it in that way. But like, I'd say I'm guessing the freedom of modeling, or just I have the choice to do what shoe I want. That would be a thing I like about it right now.
Okay, yourself? I think he's trying to quiet himself, you know, just want to stay away from everything. Hey, come on, you know, we're coming after you.
Stop. No, right now it's like what I enjoy about it is I don't know, I just like shooting. Like it's, as I said, it's creative. Like I've just always liked doing something creative, you know. So like I guess I like doing it. Like I love cameras and stuff because I do photography as well. So like whenever I'm out to shoot, I'm always like, what camera are they using? What way are they shooting this? You know, I'm just trying to pick up things at the same time. So I like doing that, and just different types of brands I get to work with now. Like when I was younger, I'm like, I had like a little list built in my head. I was like, oh, I want to work with these guys and these guys at some point, and these guys. And now it's like, sorry?
Is that happen?
Yeah, now it's like happening, I suppose. Like, it's definitely.
Because I saw you guys keep going up. Because I look at about your Instagram. Like, I know Denzelnwa for a long time, and then he's always busy. You know, it's hard to chase him, and it's hard to find this man. You know, thank you for coming in. You know, he's all there for Manchester and Dublin. You know,
taking all those jobs.
Yeah, he took over Manchester. You know, like people complain about him in Manchester. There's no job because of him. You know?
We were all out of work, man. When he came back, we were like,
all the jobs. I think for me, one thing I like about the industry is I love sometimes. There's days where it can feel like it's a bit repetitive, but there's days where the shoot, you could be in the middle of a mountain somewhere and they're taking shots, and then they show you how the shot looks, and you're like, I can't believe I drove an hour up to this mountain, took the shot, and then it looks really, really creative. So I love that. I love when it looks like you're doing something like a silly jump or something, and they take the shot and it looks like crazy, like it looks really crazy.
Are you traveling away?
Sometimes, like the shots where you're shooting is not just only in the studio. Sometimes it could be outdoors or anywhere. Like so,
like middle of the snow or rain. Or did you ever done it?
Usually not in rain, but I don't know if any of them shot in rain, but
Almost rained. It was meant to be like a.
It was real rain or fake rain?
It was sunny. You know the Irish weather was sunny 1 minute, then
it was raining.
2 minutes
minute.
later, like a big dark cloud. I'm like, oh, that's the rain. And we were shooting near Dunleary, so like it was just windy. So that obviously didn't help. But it ended up just being overcast, so it didn't rain. But like I had to change what I was wearing because like they wanted me in like t-shirts. It was for a summer collection, but we were shooting in winter. So like that was
That's how it goes.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Yeah. So I just had to pretend I wasn't cold or shivering and just get through it.
Do you think it's a biggest market for modeling industry in Ireland?
There's definitely a market, but like it's hard to like. This is the one thing I always say, and this is why like as I said, I don't model full time. Like I do other things on the side. It's just hard to stay consistent. Like so, like for me, like my personal experience, like I'll have like a month or two where I'm like modeling like every week or something. It's just crazy. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? This is great. Yeah. And then it's like the next month or the month after, it's like, oh, I've no work. Like so like that's what makes it hard to continuously just do it all the time, in Ireland anyways. But like I know in UK, like I know models in UK and stuff, and they're signed to like bigger agencies, and they're just like literally being with these guys. They're like, oh yeah, Foot Locker called, oh this other place called, and this called, like they have agents, and it's just like 3-4 shoots a week, big brands.
But can you not work between Ireland and other different countries like Europe? Just say like I can't.
They ask you like the day before in London, like UK usually they're like, oh yeah, can you come over tomorrow? You have a shoot for you, and it's like. I'm in Ireland. Like I need to book a flight and everything, and like I would.
They're not gonna book a flight for you, no.
Depends.
They'll pay for it, but you have to book it then with your own money usually. Like that's usually
it'll be after everything's done.
Yeah.
They pay after. Right?
Plus, it's like just they're like I don't know. It could be like 5 p.m. They're like, can you be here 7 a.m. in London? And you're just like. Well, I'm like you're doing things. It's too last second. Whereas like at least in Ireland, it's kind of they give you a bit of notice. Like
they give you like a week.
Yeah,
I know this guy. I remember this guy when I was in London. They asked him to do a shoot for fashion. This was Fashion Week in like January. The next day in France.
In France,
yeah, because you get a train. Yeah. But those trains, he paid like £350 return ticket for it because it was Fashion Week. Demand was high. Yeah. So like, he paid £350 for that train to do it for what brand as well? It was a big brand.
Sometimes it's worth it. It depends on the brand.
Yeah, it's worth it. Sometimes you do it for the exposure. It's not even about the money. You just want to get yourself out there. So
just
like
do your own. Become like the next person that I say, fuck it, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna spend €1,000. I'm gonna go.
Sometimes you gotta spend money to make money.
Yeah. But to go back to your question, like what I think is that the market in Ireland it's small enough, and there is work here, but sometimes it can be small. But there's still stuff. If you, like the lad said, you can have really busy months and then you can have really quiet months. But there's
Do you think the connection is worth work?
Yeah, definitely connections.
Is that you have to have a connection to go to the next level because like every market you go on and you have to have some connection, otherwise you're just fucking struggling in the beginning.
Yeah, you need connections, especially in London. You need to know people unless you're trying to do it by yourself. It'll be harder to do it by yourself unless you know someone that's doing the same thing as you. Then
I think in modeling to do by yourself, it's very hard.
Yeah.
You have to be, chase.
It's also a bit of luck as well. It's also a little bit of luck. Just speaking to a casting director just by chance that is working on a project that's gonna use you for that next shoot. You could just end up talking to someone, and that person is able to. You're talking to someone in one job, and that person remembers you and had a conversation with you in this job and picks you for another job. So sometimes things like that happen. So like
you just have to be consistent with it. Like even those periods where you're not working, you have to think of ways to like, okay, let me just get myself out there, show everyone I'm still doing my thing. Like just because I'm not getting shoots doesn't mean I have to stop what I'm doing. Just like do some, even find a photographer or even with your phone.
Test shoots.
Yeah. Polaroids, anything like that, just to keep going with it.
Is any time happening like you sign a contract with any company like and you say fuck it, like what I did that?
Have I done that? Are you asking have I done that?
Yeah, if there's anything happened to any of you guys.
Like you signed with an agency, or you did a job?
No, just say like I'm gonna go job tomorrow morning. You sign it today, like, and it's when you get over the next morning, I say fuck it. I should not fucking sign that piece of
Do you
paper.
have any shoots
That I didn't like.
Yeah.
Come on,
Those
lads.
shoots I've done.
You don't need to mention like
No, I don't have to say names, but I'm saying I actually don't think I've had a bad shoot where I'm like, yo, I shouldn't come here. You know,
You might have. Do you have any?
Like unless it's like sometimes you might go to a shoot where you're like doing a bit of a favor and the pay is really bad or somewhere like or you're doing something for free and it's like takes like
almost a day's
stupid
work.
amount of time. You know, they're over asking for things. You know, and you're kind of giving them a handout. Maybe like that's the only thing sometimes where you're a bit like, come on, like. But it is what it is. Like you learn lessons from those things as well, and you're like, okay, I'm not gonna do a free shoot anymore unless I really want to. But
I don't think I've been on a set where I'm like, you know, fuck this. Like everyone's like,
Yeah, no,
shit.
actually,
I haven't been like that. No.
That's
one thing is food. Do you ever go to a shoot and if they don't supply food, sometimes you're there for 8-9 hours and they just
And
they don't
supply
think
food, no?
most of the time they
places
would.
they
We
but
do
like-
this, okay, boys?
Thank you. Took care of us.
The worst food you got and the best food you just got at a set.
Oh, probably like sometimes they just give you crisps and stuff, and you're like, come on, like, yeah, just like packets of crisps or something. You're like, or like some Aldi or Tesco
salad.
cookies, you know,
Caesar salad. That's
Caesar salad.
it's not bad, but it's like after 9 hours, you're like, I kind of want some more.
They don't even
Man wants a steak.
Some more.
He wants a
Yeah.
steak.
But I remember one time, I'll say for this one, it was Circle K. We did an ad for them. It never even got released. That's the thing. They paid us for everything. They said you can have what you want from the shop.
Oh my god!
That was nice. That was very nice of them.
Oh,
That was
if I-
very
Get
nice.
a
of
shopping bag full of stuff.
Oh, I finessed.
Yeah.
I did
But I
right.
think the way they take care of the actor or actress, they take him there and they supply them food. But I think they should do the same things for modeling because
do,
you guys
they do.
They do.
But
In
not
most
gonna fuck a
cases.
bag of crisps.
It depends. It depends on the budget of the production you're on. The one with Circle K, they have money
Big
to spend.
budget, yeah.
You know, but when you're like a brand that's a startup, you know, you don't expect much. You know,
Look,
just-
what's a brand each one of you wants to work? You can say the name, no problem. We have our solicitor, don't worry. They cannot do shit about us, okay? We have the team, nothing to be worried. What brand
Do I really want?
do you really want to work next? You know, like maybe I can use my connection, you know?
Do I have to pick one?
Like speak it two. I'll give you two. You have to look at the camera and just say, hey, I want to do this, you know.
I really want to do Calvin Klein. Calvin Klein. And I have like 10 in my head.
Just okay.
Right,
The
Calvin
second
Klein and Daily Paper.
one. Okay. Then
I love to do Daily Paper campaign, yeah.
Okay. Boohoo man.
I think you have it right now
I don't.
because I saw your social media.
I'm not. Yeah, I know. I'm not saying much, but just like
Okay.
yeah, Boohoo man. Just like because like I've been around a lot of people, talking to a lot of people, and they know they'll see this, they'll know what's up. Like Boohoo man, and who else? Just,
You have to say it louder. They can hear. They don't hear you.
Boohoo man.
Okay.
Remember my name, Denzel, NWA. But yeah, the second one, Hugo Boss
Hugo
as well.
Boss.
They're a good company as well. I've always wanted to work for them. I seen their ad when I was working in Best Menswear. Every time we come with a new line of Boss, like I'd see, I'm like, yeah, I want to do that. Do you remember the one they revamped, Future, Chris Hemsworth, everybody? I was like, I want to be a part of that.
Yeah.
But like,
Okay,
yeah.
let's after the show they're gonna call you. Yourself.
That's a tough one. Probably one brand I've always just wanted to work with because they're like big. One of the biggest ones is Nike, obviously. Like and like you know,
course,
like
of course.
Drake reps Nike. You know, like, I want to be on Nike. Hire me. And
He looks like a Drake, is it or no?
we're gonna have a collab with Central C soon. Trust me. Nike, and then like you know what? It's a bit of a smaller brand, but I just your man's funny, but I've always wanted to model for it. You know, Faded Clothing, Chet Skett like runs the brand. I've always wanted to model for that brand just because I think he's funny. I'm like, I actually bought some of their clothes. I'm like, you know, Come on, Chet.
Did you ever send the email? Did you ever send the email to them? No.
No, I should. Chet, if you're watching this, you're probably not, but if you are, bug me.
Yeah. What's you if a younger yourself come up to you like say I want to do a modeling or acting?
I'd say you gotta eat more first because you're very skinny. But my younger self, no, what I say to my younger self is just like be consistent in what you're doing if you want to do it. Don't let anyone or anyone's ideas like interrupt or basically like change the way you feel about a certain thing. If you want to do it, just do it. Don't stop.
Well, I think you did so hard. I think you worked so hard on your modeling career.
I try.
You did a lot. And
Yeah,
I think they all pay off right now.
Yeah.
I know what's going to be next move for you, right?
What's going to be next move?
Yeah.
I want to indulge or go back to acting again. Okay. When I started off on.
What kind of acting do you want to go? There's so many acting, you know.
Porn.
Like you want to be like an action or romantic or the one. What was it? What was it you mentioned?
So right now, what I have going on is I've been in. So basically, a family member made a call with some writers, and I was in contact with them, and we were talking for an hour. I can't say much on it. I'm just saying just and basically talk about a script and everything, and just basically we're on trial, see how it goes. If it does go well, then how do I say this while saying this? If it does go well,
Could be back in your acting bag.
yeah, it'll be good. You know, so like that. That's
Let's cross finger for him, and we pray for God. It's gonna be happening, you know. Inshallah, it's happening to you and yourself. What was it?
Myself. What would I say to my younger self?
Yeah.
I would tell my younger self that. How do I make this not sound cliche? But anything that you've actually thought of doing, don't talk yourself out of it. Actively try to do it until you can't.
Is that anyone you remember, a family or your friend, to say, "Hey, stop, that's not for you"?
In modeling, no. But I think when I got into modeling, I managed to get like, they could see the fruit of the labor very quickly, and they were like, they could see me doing things. So as soon as it wasn't initially a case where it started off, I was lucky for me. It kind of just started off well, really, really well. So because of that, it was easier for people to say, "Oh, you should keep doing it." But if I was younger and I got into it and it was a slow grind, if I was talking to my younger self and I would ask yourself, I would say, if you really want to do this, just continue doing it. Don't stop yourself doing it thinking about, oh, what if this doesn't happen? Stop thinking about the what ifs. Just go ahead and just push forward. And that's not only just for modeling. That's for, I'll say this to my younger self about anything you want to do, like, because I feel like sometimes you grow up in certain places and you think certain things are out of reach, but they're really not that out of reach. You just need to know someone that knows someone that can put you in reach without that thing. So that's what I'd say.
What Derek gonna say?
Well, probably just like not to care too much. Just like don't care. Just do, like, if you want to do something, just do it. Like, don't overthink it. Just go for it. Like, don't be afraid to ask people for help. Like, that's one thing. Like, people don't realize, like, if you don't know how to do something, like, just even like bigger people that you don't think are gonna reply to you, just do it. Just ask people for it.
I think there is a quote say if you ask for a help, you fool once. But if you don't ask, you still fool the rest of your life.
Exactly. Like, what's the word? The worst that can happen is you're in the same spot you were in, or you might get help. You know, like, so just do that kind of, just go for it, and like anything is possible, really. Like, you know, it's just a matter of working hard and put the work in.
Because you're a musician. Like, when is your album gonna come up?
Album. So like, well, we have like it was supposed to be an album, but now it's turned into like a EP, and just took away some songs and stuff. But that is planning to be out kind of end of the year.
What kind of music are you? What kind of music are you?
It's like a poppy, rappy. It's like a little bit rap indie.
Would you rap for us?
I won't rap because I'm not that kind of rapper. It's more it's more singy, poppy, rap indie. Like I don't even know what the alternative, experimental. I don't know what way to describe it. But like,
Who's your biggest inspo?
like that is such a crazy hard decision, like question. I don't know. Right now, I'm listening to over the years. To be honest, I've really loved Smino. Smino is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Like, but I listen to Drake. I probably listen to Drake more. You know, I love Drake. Like,
Is that because he looks like you?
That's the only reason.
Is he got the look from you or you got the look from him?
Well, he actually hit me up once and he was like, bro, is this all good? He got a haircut and he was like, is this good, man? I was like, fine, just do it. Just don't forget about me.
Would you mind arranging like a FaceTime or is that like the time different?
I don't know. I think he's asleep right now. But I listen to everything like Drake. I listen to jazz music. I listen to like a lot of like indie. I used to listen I was a big metalhead growing up. Like all I listened to was metal when I was younger, and then rap as well though. So it's like
Standard.
yeah, everything.
Yeah.
Like
If you have a choice in your life, like what would you do next? If you not become a model, say you're not a model, you're not a musician because he's a musician.
Yeah.
What's your next move for you? What are you career gonna pick? What next career are you gonna pick?
I'd open up a restaurant.
Very nice. Are you chef?
No, I like food, but I love African food, and I don't feel like.
What part of Africa are you from?
I'm Nigerian.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah,
lovely.
I don't feel like it's well represented here in Ireland, so I'd open up a fine dining African restaurant.
Nice.
Denzel.
Like I said, the acting
Acting.
is what I wanted. That's what I started off with. So like, yeah, I'd probably still be doing that if I didn't get into modeling.
This other question is they write this, okay? I'm not gonna make this out. It's there like right now as a modeling there's so many men when I'm talking to my friends, I got messages, emails. They saying it's hard to date women. They cannot trust women. And then if you go to a woman, they say the same story, they cannot trust men.
In the industry, in
Yeah.
modeling.
No. In general.
In general.
Yeah.
Are they saying that we are hard to date, or we find it hard to date?
No, mans.
We find it hard
Yeah.
to date today.
The woman's, yeah. That's the only reason. That's the only reason. Like 65% woman is single.
They find it hard to date
Yeah,
models.
single, yeah.
Oh, I feel like, I don't agree with that. I think that I feel like it's all based on.
Even if you take your modeling out like general,
Just in
if you
general.
talk about general, like 65% of women single,
Yeah.
they say they cannot find a good man.
What is a good man to them though?
And then if you ask the woman question, they say there's no man.
There's no good man.
There's plenty of men out there.
I think it's where you expose yourself to, and people. There's lots of narratives that's going through like Twitter and social media and stuff. I just feel like people need to get outside and stop being online and just like stop using TikTok too much and just have conversations with people, because when you have conversations with enough people, you'll find the right person.
You see, like if you go with the girls should say, "What car are you driving? What
Yeah.
kind of a clothes you have? What kind of a watch? Your apartment. Do you think that's important for a relationship?
No.
I don't personally. I do not think that at all.
If you go in with expectations, expect to be disappointed. That's why I say, don't go in expecting stuff. Just go with the flow. If not, then what are you doing?
And are you dating a girl for his look, for his personality, his job?
It starts off with first of all, it starts off with the looks. Then you get to know them as a person. But sometimes you
How
talk to
looks is important for the girls. Like there's so many surgery,
100%
plastic going on
important.
right now, and then there's so much people heard about this.
So, like,
There's so many girls heard
BBLs.
Yeah,
but we can't do that.
they do for us. They
don't do it for us.
They do for a man to be look good, and then we can chase them.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's
True.
eye candy in a way.
Personally, I don't chase. I track. Okay, that's my side. I never chase the girls. Like I don't whatever it is, she's model or she's an actress. I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
I track, like, you know.
Yeah.
And then what was you guys do?
First of all, I'm in a relationship, so like right now I'm chilling. Like, but before, like, I definitely, when I was like very, very young, probably chased a bit more. But like then I just, whatever happens, something comes up. But like, it never really.
Do you think is that the right place for a man dating a girl on Tinder?
Tinder.
Yeah.
It's good. Like if you're, I think Tinder is for sex. Like, you know, I don't think it's for if you're like looking to get a boyfriend. I don't think it's
Can't find
that's
a wife.
what it is. But
That's not our place. That's not our place, I think.
yeah.
What's he saying, Denzel?
You can't. I don't know. Some people do find love on Tinder. I don't think you can find. Well, I personally don't think you can find.
Yeah. Did you ever
love
be
on
in Tinder?
Yes, I'm a lie. Yeah, I've been on Tinder. Yeah. I'm a lie. Like yeah.
He's on it right now.
Are you Denzel?
Nah. It's just.
No, man, he's social media a lot of girls, you know, like he's DM like a full box of girls, you know. Even he never fucking opened that boxes, you know.
You won't say anything. But no, it depends. It's up to the person. But personally, I don't think you can find your wife on Tinder.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. In terms of using dating apps in general.
But where the man can find the girls? Well, where's the girls can find the man?
Church.
Man, nobody goes to
Mosque.
fucking church. Yeah, probably mosque, you know.
Sorry. Church, mosque.
Nah,
Yeah.
I think you just have to be outside. I feel like when you're outside, you get talking to people, you'll find someone. Usually
events.
Usually when you're outside, like if you're trying to do this thing on social media and using all these dating apps, I don't feel like they can work. I'm not going to say they can't work, but I think people need to be outside talking to people.
Yeah, like I feel like I'm old-fashioned. I prefer to meet someone in person and get to know them.
Yeah.
Compared to through Tinder or Instagram and just texting them consistently and go out to them, you find out, oh, they're not the person you thought they were, or they're just like complete catfish. You know, I'd rather just see someone in real life, basically, and see how that goes compared to online.
And what do you think this technology with so much access out there for human beings going right now? You see, there's people don't have conversation right now like us. You know, if we go in a restaurant, we're gonna sit having food. All of us be on our phone.
Phones,
If you want to date the girls, like she's on her phone.
Yeah.
First thing she's gonna take a picture of your drinks, fucking on your food, like 20 selfie, and then post it like I'm here in this location. Like, do you think like is that all fake? I think people not going to clubs or somewhere to enjoy. They going to show other people like I'm doing this today.
If that was the case, then that is fake. If you're going out, just you know.
We know this, Denzel. There's a lot of girls.
Yeah.
We know them. They're doing this. Like,
But
People do, like, they definitely do. People do that stuff. Like, I wouldn't, like, unless it was an event, maybe at an event I'd do it. But, like, if I'm just going with my girl, like, we're just going to, like, we always go get food, like, go to nice restaurants or go to the cinema and just, I don't post about it unless it's something funny, like, or something really cool that I want to put my, like, I don't know, something aesthetic, I want to put my story or something like that. But I don't know, personally, I don't really take picture of food just to, like, oh, I'm at this restaurant, like, you know, I don't.
did you ever go to a restaurant with your girlfriend?
Do we, what?
Anytime you go with your girlfriend in a restaurant, is any girl come up to you, hey, I want to take a picture with you?
It's happened before, yeah. Like,
what was the reaction of her?
she's like, it used to happen. Like, it was weird because especially with the usually with
Tell us one
music
story.
wise, like, you
The
know,
awkward story.
no, I never thought it was awkward. Like, really, like, it was. It could, usually before, because of music, that would happen, or like, it doesn't happen that often. Like, every now and again it might happen, but like, my girlfriend's cool with it. Like, she just doesn't care. Like, she knows that, like, I don't care. Like, you know, I'm like,
Denzel.
I don't think that's happened to me, where someone's asked for my photo, like, in that situation. But no, I don't think that's happened to me. No.
Nah, for me anyways, someone I've never had someone ask me for a photo, but I've had people say, "Is that you on this picture there?" Or somebody that is a friend of a friend will send a picture of me to this person and be like, "Oh, is this person?" But like no one has like come and said, "Oh, can I get your photo?" I don't think soon come maybe, but maybe in a little while, but not right now anyways. Maybe after the Calvin Klein shoot.
You never know. Calvin Klein's, are you listening? What's your advice for the next generation? What would you want to tell them to be a better man, take more responsibility?
Just in general.
Yeah.
The next generation. That's a tough one. It's just do you. If that makes sense. Just like stay out of trouble. Whatever you love doing, keep doing it. Don't let anyone tell you can't. You can. If you really want to, you can, etc. That's. I know it sounds cliche, but like that's really all I have for next generation. It's just like, well, it depends what you want to do or what they want to do. All people are telling me. When
If you had to give them the right advice, it came from you because we all went a bit the good time, bad time, up and down in our life. What would you tell them?
During the good times or the bad times?
Both.
During the bad times, I'd say, someone said it to me, and I said, in the next 5 years, I won't marry. And I took that advice, especially when I was in a bad place, like a couple of years back, but like I bounced back, I feel. For the good times, what should I say? I don't know what to say for good times. For good times, just like...
Just enjoy.
Enjoy it, yeah, just enjoy
Okay.
it. Tough times never last.
Only
tough people last.
Whatever the season will pass.
Yes.
Whatever the season, if it's
Exactly.
fucking winter time, trust me, summertime is well coming.
Exactly.
Summer's always coming. Don't ever forget, the dark's always pass.
Yeah.
But you have to stay strong and then support each other. Especially, like I'm saying, in a very bad time when you are, I think you should support your friends. Don't let them down.
Yeah.
Just be there for him. Even like mentally, physically, just be there for him. They give him the right advice,
100%.
Because I don't want people get them hanging themselves. There's so many young mans doing suicide because they went to a heartbreak.
Yeah.
And then especially like these days, you cannot trust fucking any woman. And they went to heartbreak or they lose jobs or whatever is this, and they cannot like survive. And they think on the solution, the way out is just go hang yourself. No, stay away for all that shit, guys. That's not gonna fucking work. Remember, this is the dark eventually will pass and the sun will come out, and you have to
100%.
fight for it.
100%.
There's nothing wrong.
Talking
You
to
go
people.
ask for the help.
Yeah.
Just pick up your fucking phone, ask for the help. Any friend you have, they will be there for you.
Yeah. 100%.
You passed that question to Denzel. You didn't say that. What are you gonna say?
So what would I say this to younger self?
The next generation.
To the next generation.
The next generation,
For the next generation, I would say.
It's not easy.
It's not easy. So for the next generation, I would say, care about other people.
If you say, I think to try and make it easy, just say to the African community.
To the African community, stop fighting each other. Stop fighting each other. Care about yourself, but also care about the next person beside you. Unify to be one bigger community. Work well to start working together, and everybody can make money and survive, and we can all be better version of ourselves if we work together. So I think the number one thing is to stop fighting each other and start working together. That's what I think.
That's very good. Anything guys you want to say, guys? Anything you want to say?
Be good in school. That's it.
That sounds like something J. Cole would say.
What was it? You just brought this school up. What was your education background?
I've got bachelor's degree. Went to DCU, did aviation management, so business and airline studies, and I've done like diplomas in like aviation finance. So my background's like aviation, business and airlines.
Very nice,
Yeah.
very nice, very high education, man. You know.
Yeah.
And then, do you think you're gonna charter your own airplane soon?
Like I said, I'm working. As well as modeling, I'm doing. I work in aviation right now for an airline at the moment. So
What company is that? You can say it's okay.
I can say
We are safe. You can say the air.
Yeah, I'm working for Ryanair. Yeah, so
Ryanair is very good.
yeah.
What was like a director of Ryanair? He come up to like one of RTE show. He said like, you want to remove the fucking
The seats.
the
Michael.
bathroom out and then just put the fucking more seat.
Michael O'Leary. Yeah.
And
he's-
how is that fucking?
He's still there, and if he could, he would do that, but he can't. They won't let him do it. They won't let him do it.
Is that why? 'Cause I was
He's like
waiting
that,
for
though.
that. I
He's
was
really
waiting
like
for
that.
What? Wow, that's wild.
If you could,
He tried to remove the fucking man. Even he sit there in Ryanair, like you have to say, like just as close as possible, like.
People are money hungry. That's the thing. They just like that's all money. Like that's just I don't know. A bit
Oh,
crazy.
I'm gonna put eight seat extra at the back of the two bathroom.
Does he even fly at Ryanair? Like
Yeah, he does, yeah.
He does.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
I thought I'd be flying
That'd be insane.
G5.
He does, yeah.
I expect a G5 from.
He don't have like any private jet, no.
Not that I'm aware of, anyways. But
You won't make that aware, I'd say.
Do you think he's gonna fly with it?
we'll see. But he uses the flights anyway. So
Guys,
Free travel.
when are you guys gonna invite us to all the way in Paris one-way show? I can't wait,
Tell them to book us for
when
next
is
year.
happening?
Is the next one February
is
next
that
year?
is that for Calvin Klein
February
or
next year.
or the Boo Boo Man, Nikes?
Nike. We'll do Dior actually. We'll do Dior.
yeah.
Right, you're gonna Dior, yeah?
Yeah, Dior. Well, yeah. 2025, expect that. Fashion week.
2024 next year. Yeah.
We'll send the tickets out next week.
Yeah, we'll send the tickets out early next week.
Yeah.
Right, that's very good, and then hopefully, guys, please don't forget us, the team, just get like a VIP ticket, because I know you guys have access to all the connection, like in modeling in Paris, we love to do the show.
Of course.
And then, but then don't bring the whole gang,
Shout out to
You gotta be
2-4. Shout
there.
out 2-4, 2 for entertainment.
and
let's
then, thanks guys for coming in. I
you
don't
for
have
having
any more
us.
question. If you have anything, you can just go for it. You can say to anything you would like
This
to
has
say.
been fun. Thanks for having us.
And
Appreciate
then
it.
Thanks for having
thanks for
us.
coming
Glad to be
in.
here.
Bit of pleasure, And that's all. We just wrap it up. Thanks for
Great,
coming
man.
in.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.